and welcome, all friends and devotees of yoga and meditation and Buddhist studies. Today is Wednesday, the 21st of October 2015, and for all those who are watching my videos for the first time, I'd like to inform you that we have several websites, a lot of resources attached to these videos, and you might want to proceed to those resources, those websites attached to these videos. Click on them and explore them as much as possible and see if you can utilize them to improve your learning of Buddhism. They are specially recommended by me. This particular Dhammapada Sutra I've translated over a decade ago, 10 years ago, but I've been able to publish them now on these videos. We'll be reading chapter 15 today. Chapter 15, which is happiness, and it begins from verse 197. We dwell in joy and delight, liberated without ill wishes, amongst humans still laden with ill wishes, surrounded by throngs of ill-wishing humans, liberated we dwell without ill wishes. Verse 198. We dwell in joy and delight, liberated without sickness, amongst humans still burdened with sickness, surrounded by throngs of sick humans, liberated we dwell without sickness. Verse 199. We dwell in joy and delight, liberated without anxiety, amongst humans still burdened with anxiety. Amongst humans still burdened with anxiety, surrounded by throngs of anxious humans, liberated we dwell without anxiety. Verse 200. We dwell in joy and delight, empty, liberated without personal possessions. Like the brilliant devas, we shall consume and enjoy pure happiness. Verse 201. A winner simply causes envy and ill feelings, and a fallen man dwells in grief and sadness. But one who has attained inner tranquility dwells in joy and gladness, having gone beyond imaginary thoughts of win and loss, winning or losing. Verse 202. There is no flame anywhere that burns or ruins quite like craving. There is no fault anywhere that consumes or ruins quite like fury. No distress anywhere quite like the khandhas. Nor is there joy anywhere superior to absolute or perfect freedom from wars, disturbance, etc. Verse 203. Starvation is the greatest illness, the worst of all. Reasoning or intellectual work is the greatest distress, the worst of all. Once a man has thoroughly understood things as they truly are, nirvana is the greatest joy, the best of all. Verse 204. Well-being or good health is the greatest resource, the best of all. Satisfaction in life is the greatest affluence, the best of all. A reliable companion is the greatest kinsman, the best of all. Nirvana is the greatest joy, the best of all. Verse 205. Rejoicing, finding happiness in the experience of being alone, and the experience of serenity and contemplating living. A man is liberated from great suffering and ills, rejoicing in the experience of divine happiness. Verse 206. It is quite a pleasure meeting perfected holy men. It is ever pleasant, ever delightful dwelling with them. Avoiding idiots and not encountering stupid fools, a man may rejoice and be glad always. Verse 207. A companion of fools and idiots will encounter pain and regrets again and again, long and long. Dwelling with fools and idiots is always regretful, quite unpleasant. just like dwelling with a foe or adversary. But a sage is an excellent companion to be with, work with, or dwell with, just like uniting with kinsmen. Verse 208, that's the last verse for today. And thus a man accomplished, properly cultivated in wisdom, intelligence, and judgment, erudite, ever maintaining the ethical standards, faithful, diligent, and decent, a good disciple should approach a righteous sage of that caliber, draw close to him, just like the moon in the midst of stars maintains its course. Folks, for those who are watching my videos for the first time, I'd like to advise you again, try to proceed to the websites which I've attached to these videos. They are really very enlightening websites. I have the whole Dhammapadas in English language, and I also have their works of Grandmaster Chinkom, Buddhism as an education, the art of living, and to understand Buddhism. 3 works of Grandmaster Chinkom, which some of you might want to summarize, try to summarize. I told you, I informed you before that there's an ongoing contest. You might want to participate in the contest. All you have to do is just proceed to these websites and try to summarize these books. There's no copyright on them. Grandmaster Chinkom's 3 books. Try to summarize it and then send it to me. My email address is c.aburime@hotmail.com and colorcollege@hotmail.com. So once I receive it, we'll review them, and the best scholarly work among these will be awarded my prize, which is the Aburime prize. It's a cash prize between $100 and $200 for the effort. So enjoy yourselves, folks. Have a pleasant Wednesday. It's midweek. Namo Amitafa.